Hey, what's going on? How are you? Happy Friday. It's Friday. You made it. Thank goodness. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? I'm just asking, how'd you pull it off? I know how I pulled it off by bombing my way through the week. My goodness. Sometimes it's just not meant for you, man. Goodness gracious, this week was not meant for me. My goodness. You know when your best set of the week is a Woodhams, you gotta really start looking for a strong enough beam. I swear to God. But how are you guys? What's going on? How are you feeling? Um, if you're listening to this, like I said on the last episode, you're probably a weirdo because it means you either scrolled all the way back to now or you're listening to it as it comes out, which would honestly be weirder. It'd be weirder. It'd be weirder if you're like into me now. Maybe at some point I'm worth being into, but as of right now, not at all. It's not worth your time or energy. If you're doing it, you're rather lame, man. I will tell you this. This is the thing that I was thinking about recently. It's the thing that was bothering me. I don't look, let's start by saying this. I appreciate the rugged individualism that has made made this country much of what it is. There is something very distinctive about that approach. And I don't think distinctive, I'm not saying that in like a bad way. I don't think it's necessarily a wrong thing. I just think that it leads to its own set of pitfalls, like anything does, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there are very many groups of people that can be told by everybody that they're wrong and still be like as grounded in the fact that they're not. Like, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, right? There are so many different like so many different topics in which other people from other places look at the US and it's kind of like, wow, that's the issue you guys have. Like I saw it was written somewhere. Someone was like, the way the rest of the world views the US, and let's be honest, by the rest of the world they mean like probably first world countries, realistically. The way that the rest of the world, meaning these first world countries, looks at the US is how the US looks at Florida. Which spoke volumes. That speaks fucking volumes, man. Because I know how I look at Florida. And I feel like I look at Florida the same way I would like look at the clap. I'm paying some really uncomfortable consequences for what realistically was just not nearly as much fun as it should have been for what I'm dealing with. Like it's like, ooh, you got Miami and some halfway decent football and some pretty bitches, but all of a sudden it's like, yeah, dude, but there's also alligators, meth wars, fucking hip hop battles in Jacksonville that and I don't know. I'm talking about bullshit. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. It's just I don't know. I don't want to be looked at like I'm Florida. I don't, dude. I don't want to be Florida. I don't. But the freedom, yeah, dude. I don't. Not really though. Not really though. I don't want to. I don't want to be looked at that way, right? And so it's wild to me that such a portion of the population can be like, well, they're the ones that are crazy, not us. It's like how can you be a sane person and think that way? How can you be like a sane, thoughtful, thinking individual and sit there and be like, yo, everybody else is wrong. I'm right. And look, it happens. It doesn't not happen, right? Galileo was pretty much right when a lot of people were wrong. Not everybody. Like there were some people that knew that it was heliocentric. I'm pretty sure somebody had a decent idea. We lived in a heliocentric solar system, but still he was blowing some minds when he was like, yo, check out these other planets and these stars through this telescope and shit like that. That happens, but also you're not Galileo. You know what I fucking mean? You're not. You're not coming up with some shit that nobody else is. You're just not. That's not who you are. You're not built that way. Realistically, if everyone's telling you they have the answer and that you're the wrong one, you probably are, man. Like if you're sitting there and you're in school and you're in class and the teacher's like, "Yo, what's the capital of New York?" And the entire class is like, "Yo, Albany," and you're like, "Pretty sure it's Buffalo." Are you really gonna tell me you're gonna sit there and be like, none of these fuckers know what they're talking about. Albany, my ass. It's Buffalo for days. We all know that. You're gonna be crazy. You have to be crazy to sit there and think, oh, maybe they're all maybe not everybody else is wrong. It's absurd. It's absurd to sit there and be like everybody else is wrong. I can't imagine that everybody else is. Anytime where I've been in a situation where it's like everybody's saying something, I mean, I've either been wrong or I've been deceitful. There's no in between. Look. If you're attempting to gaslight everybody else, 100% behind that. I can't offer more support than the amount of support I would have for that. But if you're sitting here and you want me just to like accept that you genuinely think you're right, not you're pulling the wool, but you genuinely think you're right and everybody else, you're crazy. You're fucking crazy. There's no saving you. You're not sane. There are so many things. Dude, here's a great example, man. The United States is one of like two countries in the world that advertises pharmaceuticals. I'm not like one of like two in the world that advertise pharmaceuticals. Most other places in the world, I think that's like a wild thing to do, which it is. It is wild. Can you believe that there's literally commercials on TV that's ask your doctor if AstraZeneca is right for you, dude? Why am I? Are you out of your mind? Uh, no, my doctor knows what I need. Why am I gonna push back on this? My doctor's gonna be like, "Yo, here is your prescription. We've also got like this therapy plan, yada. Yada. Okay, but how about AstraZeneca? What could that do for? Dude, shut up. You really think you're gonna bring a medication idea to the table? The doctor's gonna be like, hmm, I never thought of that one. This is fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Not a doctor. Maybe you are, but if you're a doctor and you're listening to this, you go help somebody, dude. Go get rid of that border. Go help somebody, dog. You have to be a serious doctor with borders to be willing to listen to this, man. You got to be a serious doctor with borders. There's no way you wouldn't be, man. There's no way. There's no way. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you're on a plane right now and you're going to help people. Maybe you just lost your border. In which case, good for you. Fewer. We need fewer border doctors. That's so fucking stupid. It's called Casual Friday for a reason, people. It's casual. There's not a lot of production value in it. That is what it is. My goodness. It's it's 11:23 on the 16th of February 2026 and I'm just sitting here hungry, quickly becoming sober by the moment, hating every ounce of it. That's okay though, because we're still here, man. That's crazy to me. That just blows my mind. Like this idea as a culture that's like, no, we got to figure it out. You guys are wrong. It's fucking crazy, man. I don't know. Speaking of things that it's crazy as Americans, man. Dude, what is this train shit's bothering me? Not the trains themselves, because like, yeah, that should bother me too, and it kind of does to an extent. But like the way that we're just for full, I don't want to say government cover up, but goddamn, dude, what else are you gonna call it? Just this continued notion of, oh, why cover this story? It's because you fucked up. You fucked up. What did you think was gonna happen when you take away all the fucking safety regulations and the people who are supposed to enforce them or protect the shit. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Stupid. Oh, good lord. And then just like the cover up aspect of it's wild to me. That's the part that I think genuinely does bother me. Just the fact where it's like, oh, where's the reporting on this non existent? Ah, fuck. God damn it, dude. It's gonna be some fucking kid born with 7 eyes, 3 legs, and no testicles in fucking Ohio because of this shit. Yeah, mutant kids. You can't tell me this isn't like how like a Last of Us type situation is gonna start, right? Fucking chemical spills and heavy pollution leading zombie-like creatures that end up fucking taking over the country. Just pull this. Just tell me which book we're pulling this from, and I'll start reading, dude. Just let me know. It's a mess. I'm trying not to get irritated on this episode either, but goodness gracious, it's annoying me. Big sigh out. Big sigh out. Refreshing. Oh, it's another thing. Just because it came across TV and I just remembered it. Rest in peace, Tim McCarver. My goodness. I know the uninitiated aren't going to be aware of the great Tim McCarver, but my God. 81 years old, two-time World Series champion, Hall of Fame broadcaster. Man was awesome. He was a catcher. Then in about 1980, I think it was, started doing TV. Dude, it's fantastic. He was great at it. He worked with Joe Buck for a while. Then he had the Tim McCarver show. Tim McCarver show was great, man. He would just sit there and interview other old people, dude. I think I saw Yogi Berra interviewed on there back in the day before he died, man. That was great. Yeah, dude, Tim McCarver also like Hall of Fame baseball player, but dude, you know I'm into the broadcasting aspect. That's awesome. Sitting up there with Joe Buck calling all those games. That's a deep drive out to left field. Tim, what do you see on that? Well, it was a really great swing of the bat there, Joe. I got to tell you, I think your dad was a little better in the booth than you are. I think I was a little bit bigger fan of his work, but you're all right yourself, Joe. Maybe you should work on those hair plugs just a bit. Fucking, I'm being a dick to Joe Buck. He doesn't deserve it. Joe Buck's a legend. Shout out Joe Buck. Yeah, man. Tim McCarver, big Tim McCarver fan, man. He used to have that interview show on late as fuck at night, man. That was one of those public access deals. That was one of those you're watching Channel 49 until goddamn 2 in the morning to see that shit. You'd be up late too because they play the good cartoons, right? It's public access. They're playing those good South Park, Family Guys, American Dads. They're getting those popping around. What 11, 12, maybe even one, but then like 1:32. That's when like the weird stuff starts coming on, right? And by weird I mean awesome, right? Like uh what's his name? Oh god, I'm gonna blank on his name. I have to pull it up right now. The other guy, the other sports guy, awesome. Why am I saying it like you guys are gonna help me figure it the fuck out? You guys aren't gonna help me out here. You have no idea who I'm talking about because I'm not even doing a good job explaining it. I'm just scrolling until I find the name because god dang it, I'm gonna be upset with myself if I can't. This really should be something that I have on lock better than this. I can't believe it really isn't. Like, I hate myself sometimes. Sometimes you really do just hate yourself, especially when you're being a dumbass like I am right now. Can you leave that in depth with Graham Bensinger? That's who I was thinking of. Graham Bensinger. Thank you. Good lord. Graham Bensinger does some great interviews, man. His show used to be on. It was used to be followed by Tim McCarver. Tim McCarver would be sitting there. I might be remembering this wrong, man. I remember it being very Charlie Rose style. You know what I mean? Everybody's all dressed up, black background in the room, sitting up at the tables, all discussing the things that you discuss when you're on TV like this. I don't know what it is, but it's like I feel like there's a certain type of white dude to me that like when they're on TV, they just always sound like Severus Snape. Just those jowly Severus Snape of, oh, well, if you're like it's terrible, dude. Like that same energy would be like, Harry Potter, what are you doing in my laboratory? like in that kind of same energy, but it's just like oh, it's like a little more jowly, but it's like oh, you're looking at the national debt ceiling, and well, Congress is going to be out of office until September. It's the same thing, dude. It's the same thing, right? Same energy. Same damn energy. But yeah, dude, it was a lot of that. It was a lot of old baseball players. Oh, back in my day, you didn't have to worry about a Cuban swimming over here and throwing 90 miles into the dirt in front of you. That wasn't at all how the problem. It was just like they were just sitting there like, hey, back in my day, we had Whitey Rusty who threw at 64 miles an hour. And boy, did we try our darndest to hit that spitball. Just all old dudes reminiscing on how much better it was to play sports before all the other ethnicities that were so much more athletic than you joined. Good lord. Can you believe that? Like think about that. Think about that, right? Imagine you're like it's PE class and they're just like, "Yo, um we're going to make it so 5/6 of the best athletes. Like let's say we've got a class of 30 here. Out of the 10 best athletes, only 2 of them are going to be allowed to play in the game. The other 8 have to sit there. Are those the only 8 sitting? God no, there's another 7 sitting next to him, but no one's as worried about those unathletic 7, are they? Oh god, what a mess. It's all those old baseball players sitting there. Back when we wore stirrups, things were better. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But anyways, that was a long way to get to the point. A shout out to McCarver, man. Tim McCarver, heck of a heck of a broadcaster, heck of a baseball player, heck of a guy. Rest in peace. Um, what else is it? Oh, you know what? But let's keep it in the sports world for a minute, man. Tiger Woods was out there today. My goodness, I was watching golf. If I'm watching golf, you know Tiger's out there, man. That's the only reason that's happening. Him, it was the perfect pairing because like Rory, Tiger, Dustin Johnson. That's everybody I want to see, dude, right there. Honestly, I don't care. You can come at me with your Spieths or your DeChambeaus or your Rams or your Mitchells or whatever. Dude, fuck that, dude. I'm Tiger 2 under. I'm stoked. I'm fucking stoked. That is way more than enough to keep me entertained, man. I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy with that. Dude, I don't even care if they're playing well or not. I just want to watch Tiger Woods do a thing, you know? Sometimes you just have to like appreciate someone great doing something regardless, right? Like I've seen basketball is the best example I can use because like that's probably the single venue in which I've seen like the most great, like truly great people do what they do. But like, dude, I've seen LeBron James play basketball. I've seen Kobe Bryant play basketball. I've seen Tim Duncan play basketball. I've seen Dirk play basketball. Right? You know what I mean? It's like there's something you appreciate just being like, damn, you are so much better at this than I'll ever be at anything I ever even remotely try to do. It's unbelievable. It's unfreaking believable to me. That's like the Tiger Woods vibe, you know what I mean? So anytime I get the opportunity whatsoever to watch Tiger Woods, I sit down and do it, man. If he's playing, I'm there. Also, Tiger's just like Tiger rules. Tiger rules, man. I don't care what you want to say. Oh, but what about that stuff with his ex? Shut up. Tiger rules, and Tiger did exactly what all of us would have done, except for he probably did it better because he's at least hanging out with people who are less likely to tell the story and just be happy that they had the story. You know what I mean, man? I think that was the problem. I think he got a little too. I think he got with one or two or too many people. Got a little too excited there. Ah, dang, dude. But that always makes me wonder, man. How many people just decided not to say that they slept with Tiger Woods? Probably a shit ton, right? If a tiger bangs a whore in a forest and nobody's around to hear it, did he really fuck the whore? Who knows? Probably did. He probably did fuck her. I'd give him credit for it. It's Tiger Woods, man. You gotta give him credit for it. Oh man, I'm not stoked to be doing this so late at night. I really should have knocked this out earlier today. Oh well. Long Long night trancing all over the bay just to do bad comedy. You know how that goes. It's a fun time. You know what? I think I need to just dig more onto this. I really do, but there is something to be said for the idea of like you can tell a whole lot about an individual based off like what parent they're more scared of. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that it's possible to successfully raise a child without like a little bit of fear. Just a little bit. You don't need like a lot of fear, but like a little bit of fear. Fear of whatever. Fear of God, fear of a belt, fear that fucking somebody in the family that whatever, just fear of something. You need fear. You need a little bit of fear. You do, and it's which parent is the one that makes you scared. That matters a lot, man. Because it's like you have to your dad's approach is like one of two things, right? It's either gonna be either way. It's like either way he's gonna be super like emotional and aggressive and stuff like that. And it's gonna be like loud and in your face, and you might get hit. And it's gonna be like a mess. Or it's like the version where it's like completely emotionally unavailable, and like when you see the slightest bit, it freaks you the fuck out. You know what I mean? There's only those two ways, right? And I feel like moms in general are they're more emotional creatures. They generally tend to be. But like I can tell you, dude, I'm way the fuck more scared of my mom than my dad. I am. I think that's the manly answer too. I think it is. I think a man's answer is to be like, I'm afraid of my mom, dude. My dad, if my dad's crying, I'm gonna be like, grow up, pussy. I am. Whereas if my mom's like angry or whatever, that's terrifying, dude. I I 100% believe that my mom would buy airfare just to beat my ass. I think that's something she would do. My dad would never. My dad would never. My dad doesn't care to, number one. He's like, whatever. Whatever happens, happens. My mom will be like, no, I'll beat this into happening the way I want it to. Second thing, it just doesn't. My dad, like, I can feel like, oh, he's disappointed. I don't like that. I want this to be better. But at no point am I like scared of it. You know what I mean? My mom's terrifying, dude. Maybe it's because she's half Mexican, half Italian, or whatever the fuck. That is a terrifying combination. But Jesus Christ, dude. I don't care. Real men are scared of their moms. That's how it works. Real men are scared of their moms. I'll stand by that forever. Mom's scary. Moms are scary when they want to be, and that's I think the scariest part is that like it is a choice, a little bit. It's a little bit of choice, which is a really uncomfortable thing to realize and to think about, man. You know what I mean? I've been saying, you know what I mean, way too much on this episode. I gotta knock that the fuck off. I gotta stop being a darn stupid head like I am. Like I am. Oh man. Anything else interesting? Oh yeah, dude. The Timbers have a new uniform. All right, here we go. This is. If anyone was listening before, they're about to stop. They're about to stop right this minute. Man, we're talking MLS. We're talking MLS jerseys right here, dude. Timbers jersey rules. I want one. That's all I'm gonna say on it. I just want one. I was scrolling through stuff. It popped up. I want one. But that's like that's a very. Why do I care? Why do I want one? Why do I want one? I've got fucking 40 some college football jerseys sitting in the fucking closet next to me. Why the fuck do I give a shit about the jersey? Because, but why? Am I trying to associate with the fucking team? Yes, I am. Is it because I think it looks cool? Yes, I do. But like, why? What is wearing the number and the name or the fucking logo or whatever? Like, what am I? How am I helping? Well, I'll tell you how. Put money back into the franchise, baby. Putting dollars back into the cycle. We are getting these South Americans paid out here. That's the MLS way, baby. That's what we're doing. I'm trying to put ad dollars and revenue dollar. Revenue. I just said revenue dollars. I'm such a fucking idiot. Revenue dollars, you dumb fuck. Dollars are the revenue, you stupid dimwit bitch. You bitch. You ignorant bitch, D. I'm sorry, I'm doing Always Sunny references. This is how you know it's a casual Friday. We're really just hanging out, man. There's only a few more minutes left in this one. Casual Fridays are shorter, as they probably should be. Keeping it nice and simple for us here. It's how I like it. Well, world's a strange place, man. What should we do for the next 5 or 6 minutes? How should we get this going? Should I be laughing about the fucking magic face serum bullshit they're advertising on TV behind me? Probably not. Probably shouldn't worry about how that's all a scam and a fucking lie. Hey, you know what? Let's do a good old see what's trending. We'll know what's up. Oh, dude, Ant-Man and the Wasp is fucking trending. Oh, Jesus Christ, Marvel. Marvel, I get it. I get it. Oh my goodness. I'm so sick of I stopped giving a shit about Marvel. I really did. Dude, I was into it. I was so into it too. Like for a good while, man. For a good easily easily through easily through Endgame. I was way into it. Like I watched all of fucking even when the Pandy show started. I was way the fucking um I was way into WandaVision. I was way into Loki. I was into both of them. Dude, do you know what I think it was? I think it was fucking Eternals. Eternals. Ugh. I went and I saw Black Widow and that was fine. It was decent. I went and saw Shang-Chi and it was actually pretty good. It was like a pretty good origin story. But dude, I went and saw Eternals and I just ugh. God damn, dude. It just blew. It just was not entertaining at all. I did not enjoy that movie whatso fucking ever. I've never actively just wanted to leave. I think did I see that movie in the movie theater and fall asleep? I might have. I legit might have. No, I didn't. I didn't. I watched it on Disney. It was Disney Plus. I watched it on Disney Plus, and it fucking sucked. It was terrible, dude. The characters were a mess. Nobody was. It was all terrible. It was all terrible. And I was expressing some of my issues. I was like, I didn't like this, I didn't like that with somebody. And they're like, yeah, but that's how it was in the comics. Do you know how many fucking Marvel comics there are, dude? They don't all need to be fucking movies. Some like yeah, dude, some of them are revolutionary artistic and storytelling vehicles that led to like expansion of universe and like all this shit. But also no. Also some of it's just terrible. Some of it's just acid casualty fucking art, if you want to even call it that. Some of it just fucking blows. And the Eternals fucking blow, dude. There's no reason. Why? Why? It's a fucking mess. I don't like it. And then I saw Spider-Man, and as much as I praised it in the moment, yeah, that was disappointing too. And then after that, I just stopped giving a fuck. I was off the Disney Plus shit. I can't. You can't. You sit me down. You're gonna be like, hey man, let's watch She. Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna sit here and watch fucking She-Hulk with you. I'm not, dude. If you are at work every day, and like, ooh, I can't wait to get home to watch this She-Hulk episode. You suck. You suck. And no, it's not because it's just saying that because it's a chick. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm saying that because the fucking animation is horrific. The storytelling is iffy at best, and the dialogue's garbage. That's why. It doesn't sound real. It sounds like some made up shit. Do I sound bitter today? I'm not even trying to be bitter today. I think that's just where I'm coming from, man. I think that's just the general attitude. That's all right though. What's coming up though that we can let the people know about? Man, Vios, Shadow Vios. Vios doesn't let it cave. Duke of Edinburgh coming up. Wednesday, February 22nd. That'll be a lot of fun. See if Vios advertises it at all. But no, I do love Vios. I love his show. That'll be fun. And then February 27th to Monday. Come on out. Boy, Albert Lynn will be there. Shout out Albert. My man Tut's putting it on. Shout out Tut. That'll be a lot of fun, man, doing a show out there. That'll be a good time. Then Wednesday, March 1st. Gonna be over at Rooster Tees, baby, and the New faces showcase that I literally did not have to do any kind of submission for. I literally just emailed her that I wanted to do it. How lame. How fucking lame. Oh well. I'm gonna be doing that. Hey, and then I'm gonna be doing trivia here March 2nd. We'll be able to advertise that. But yeah, guys, appreciate you checking it out. Appreciate you checking in. Tuesday, brand new episode will be out, full episode. We're gonna do the whole hour this time. We're actually gonna a couple more topics. Definitely be watching the news and stuff like that. That'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Somehow listen to this whole thing. God, you are a saint, not the good kind. All right. Have a good one, everybody.